So we're just going to let this energy engulf us and flow through our chakras. And I'd like to hear from each of you, where are you sensing this energy coming in from? Is it behind you? Do you feel warmth and pressure? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Heart chakra? Mm-hmm. From the front and the back. I'm getting a lot of warmth, like my back is heating up now, but it's just coming right out my heart chakra as well. Does this energy feel female, masculine? You could say neutral, but we'll try and aim for female and male type of sensation to get an idea of who's around us. Heart and face. We're seeing a pattern of heart chakra, so that's pretty cool. I do feel like my face is starting to warm up. Your feet. How fascinating. Heart behind you, coming from your right side. Masculine. Lisa's feeling masculine. Jel is feeling male. Yep. Warm, hot energy, a bit lightheaded. Yeah, a little bit lightheaded too. I'm getting blitzed. That's what I call getting blitzed. And it hasn't even come super close yet. Oh, cool, Amanda. You feel like your right ear is opened. Okay. This energy loves to talk through the ear. Male, heart chakra, brushing on the top of the forehead. Fascinating. I'll talk about that in a second. Solar plexus too. Me too. Me too. Okay. Cheeks are warm. I'm warm too. Now your back as well. Yeah. It's heating up in here. You can see how energy coming in close can create all kinds of symptoms through the body. And as each of you have watched the Ascension Symptoms video that I have posted on the group wall, you can see how large amounts of high vibrational frequency permeating the planet can create all sorts of symptoms through your body, including if we pull in an energy right now to talk with us. Your face is tingling a lot. Yeah, I'm on fire. Heart very hot and hands very hot. Yes, back very hot. Crown. Yeah, me too. A lot of pressure here and on my back through my heart chakra. Pressure on your neck. Totally. Mm-hmm. Masculine as well. Yep. Okay, so I like to tell you that this energy is masculine. You're all accurate. And if you're sensing something else, don't feel like, oh, this that we're practicing. You can't look at a little 2-year-old baby that's learning to walk and poo-poo the baby for not getting the first step. Okay, that's not what we're doing here. Okay, so please do not poo-poo yourselves because you're not getting it exactly like everybody else is. Just stop it. Okay. All right. Whew. How fascinating. Okay, so I see this brilliant white light open behind me, and I see Jesus walking very slowly towards me. And he's wearing a long white type of robe, and he's got these brown type of sandals on, and he's got this sash around his waist. And it's just like magnificent to watch him walk towards you. His robe is swooshing ever so gently as he takes each step around his ankles, and it's just like magical to watch him walk. I was like, wow. Oh, it's gonna be 2 more weeks of it, Catherine. So so this is where it takes a lot of practice and a lot of time to sense, is this an archangel? Is this ascended master? This energy so strong and coming in so hot and heavy like this that we can pretty much scratch off the list an elemental or an angel, I would think, although sometimes they can come through quite strong. If they want to, they'll open up right in front of you and blow your socks right off. If you want your angel to open and expand in the room in front of you energetically while you're sitting with quiet time, just then you can get a real good feel of your angel. Okay. Mine opened up so full throttle that I was like paralyzed with shock when it happened. I didn't even know how to process what was happening. My physical brain could not process what was happening. So she opened up full throttle in front of me, which apparently wasn't even at 100%, she told me. I said, what percentage did you open up? Around 60%. I definitely couldn't have handled 100, I'll tell you that. I don't think my physical body could have taken it. And so then I was like, wow, like there was a part of me that was like, oh my God. And then this energy started slowly moving towards me. And then she passed right through my body and out the back of me. I went from complete despair and sorrow, crying my eyes out for 45 minutes, and she shifted me into complete bliss and just eternal bliss and love, more than words could describe. And I was just, it wasn't even like my crying stopped. Everything shifted in me. Like the emotional range, I went from this. She took me out of despair and brought me into such a high vibrational state. It was incredible. It was absolutely jaw dropping. I didn't even know what happened. It took me 45 minutes to go up and tell my mom. My mom said, that must have been your guardian angel. I'm like, that's what it was. And then later on in the years to come, that's who it was. All right. The message from Jesus is this. Thank you, dear ones, for having me. You know, so many here on earth are centrally focused in a lower vibrational way of being, focusing on what is, reacting to what is, rather than learning how to shift their vibrational frequency and turn their attention in the direction of what they wish to create more of. You see, because it isn't about what is. It isn't about what is unfolding or transpiring in your lives. It's about your reaction to it and where you choose to place your thoughts, feelings, and emotions, and where you choose to place your and manifesting more of this vibrational frequency. You know, it is a wonderful thing what this dear one is doing for each of you. For those of you who wish to step forward, practice often, this is an opportunity for each of you for further growth, for expansion, exponential growth, should you wish, should you choose. But it is in your hands. I highly suggest that you take this opportunity and make the most of it. Thank you, dear ones. Thank you, my beloved ones. This is Jesus. Now he's saying Jesus Christ, and now he's saying Yeshua. And then at the end, he says his soul's name, because you know he was Jesus in one lifetime. He's been in thousands of lifetimes. Okay. Isn't he wise? For me, I never wanted to connect with him because for me, the Bible and religion never resonated with me growing up. And I was always steered in another direction. For somebody else, maybe they're steered towards that. Maybe that is their path. And I'm not going to place judgment there. And I remember, you know, when Doreen Virtue shifted the way that she has, the first person to step forward and ask me to not place judgment there was Jesus. And it was really something. And then he had me see it from a bigger, broader perspective. All right. Do you want to relay your soul's name? He says, sure. Yes, dear one. So his soul's name is Yesiah. That's what I'm getting. Yesiah. And my soul's name is Remembrance. It's fascinating, isn't it? When they first told me, because I was asking all sorts of questions, I'm like, well, what's my soul's name and where am I from and what's my life's purpose? And they kept showing me in the dark with a black background with this staff with a beaming light out off the top of the staff. And I was carrying this staff of light and I was ushering people out of the darkness and showing them towards the light, the way shower. Oh my God. I said, well, what's my soul's name? And they said, I thought they said remembrance, like Remembrance Day. And they're like, no, it's remembrance. I'm like, oh. I said, well, what does that mean? And they said, the way shower. I'm like, cool. Sweet. Okay. So they'll give me visuals and titles or names to indicate as to what the purpose is. Mm-hmm. Okay. Super cool. Okay. He spells his soul's name as Jesiah. Yesiah. That's how he's pronouncing it. You'll have to delve into that Florence question a little bit more. Is that Florence around you, or you're hearing a Florence, or Florence for Jesus, or okay. Also, I want to say, Rachel, the thing that you're feeling on your forehead like that, that's often what Jesus loves to do is he'll pat me on the head. I'm the little kid. I'm the little kid, and Jesus comes and pats me on the head. Okay? Mm-hmm. Well, I've asked the angels about Doreen's cards, and I'm reminded that Doreen's cards were made also by the angels and the archangels and the ascended masters. And though Doreen has changed paths, that shouldn't slow us down or stop us from enjoying her decks of cards. And then now they're saying they're just decks of cards. Don't give your energy away or your power away like that. It is your energy, your frequency, your vibrancy that activates each of the cards. Yeah, I like that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, so who's Florence? Rachel wants to know. Feels like a younger soul. It's not an angel. Is there any reason why a younger soul would be around you, Rachel? It's like she's playing, is what I'm getting. Florence. Rachel, do you often have souls that are attracted to you? That's another question. Mm-hmm. Oh, like I was like everybody else. Oh my God, Doreen Virtue. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, did I get a schooling from Jesus that day? Not to place judgment there. There's a reason and purpose for everything. And there's a reason and a purpose for that path as well. And although many of us are confused by that path that has been chosen, I am definitely not going to be judging it because there's a much bigger, broader picture as to why that path is unfolding. Mm-hmm. 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 There you go, Rachel. It's very lighthearted, though. There's nothing there to be concerned about. She's attracted to your light. Cool. We're going to have to go live together and see what comes out. That'll be super fun. Okay, so let's bring in the next energy. Everybody's sensing along with me. Again, we're not poo-pooing ourselves if we don't get it just right. Okay? We're just practicing. You can't learn to walk unless you put your feet on the ground and hang on to something, right? How cool. That is way cool. Yep. Yep. And she's running around. Yeah, Anya. Yes. And I see a lot of light around in the background with her too. Okay. Okay, so what are some of the signs or symptoms? What are some of the chakras that are opening, expanding when this energy is stepping forward? And what direction is it coming in? So that's what we'll talk about first. This new energy stepping forward. And are we feeling it come from above us, beside us, below us? And which one of your chakras are opening and expanding? What do you feel when this energy comes in with your emotional range? Love it. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Me too, Patty. But my crown chakra is just getting blown open. I also feel like this energy just wrapped around my entire back of my neck and around the sides of my face and my entire upper shoulders. Like I'm just completely enveloped. Yeah, I could see that, Amanda. Yep, yep, Faiza. Notice how we're all getting it in the head, a lot of us, or we're going to get it in the body and the head. Jesus loves to come through the heart. Make note of that on your piece of paper. Okay. Make note of what Jesus feels like when he steps forward so you remember for the future. That's why it's important to jot these notes down or use the energy sensing worksheet. This energy, the crown chakra, Patty, awesome. Yeah, even the eye sockets. I just, okay. Yeah, tingling, shoulder warmth. Yeah, I just got enveloped over my shoulders as well. It's quite a strong energy. Okay. So, how do you feel when this energy is around? Your head and forehead, me too. I feel like my whole face just got wrapped. Are you getting chills now? There was a time when this energy stepped forward in one of my previous courses, and I had not interacted with this energy before, and it was like a freezer locker around me, like as if somebody just went and stuck me into a freezer at a restaurant. So it's not Cali. Cali heats up your body and makes you hot, but you're on the right path. Okay. Yeah, it's like a helmet getting put over the head. Yeah. Oh. So some of the things that I'm feeling is just completely peaceful, calm. I feel like surrender. That's the word that comes in. It is like surrendering. Ooh, ooh. So is it an archangel or is it an ascended master? Tricky to gauge between the two, but we're practicing. Mm-hmm. The answer is no on that one, Paul. But it's got that same serene, peaceful, calm presence to it, at least right now. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're burning up, hey? Oh, she's working on you. Good. Ooh, I let it slip. I'm getting a she coming in. Whoops, Anya. Anya, you made me slip up. Just teasing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm getting an ascended master. You would call this an ascended master, or you would also call this a goddess. Whew, we. You're feeling feminine energy? You're feeling surrender. She's like going to make us surrender. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And yeah. You too? Awesome. So as we're surrendering, this goddess of Isis is going to channel a message through me for each of you. Oh, yeah. But you know what? You're on the right track. Yep. Awesome, Barbara. High 10. Again, we're just winging it. You can't say, oh, I didn't get it or I got it because that's, you're in the left side of the brain and there is no like right or wrong in that. Channeling is so fluid. And the only way you're going to get fluid at channeling is by practicing. So don't poo poo yourself. Okay. So the message from Isis is surrender, dear ones. Surrender. Ooh, she's got a look in her eyes, you guys. She's telling each of us to surrender. Her eyes are lit up. Do you think that it is wise to buck against the current, to go against the flow, to criticize, to judge, to condemn? No. Go with the flow. Surrender. Surrender yourselves to a higher power. Another word for this is a higher frequency, a higher calling. Do not get sidetracked by the goings on in this world at this time. Hold steady and surrender. Follow my lead. You know you have it in you. You have it within you. Step forward in this way, moving forward. For there is more chaos to come and unfold upon this earth plane. You will likely react to this chaos as it unfolds in the short term, but then I am asking you to surrender, go within, and place your attention elsewhere. Allow others to be as they choose. Do not allow others to sink, lower your own frequency for long extended periods of time. Thank you. My God. She was just, whew. Wow. So make note on your piece of paper what Isis feels like. And remember that message from her when things get heated in your personal lives or in life on planet Earth. Remember those words. It's really important. Holy moly. Ooh, so potent. I gotta take a little sip of water after that one. We've got one more energy coming in, and it's asking me if it's okay to step forward yet because I'm so blottoed by Isis. I'm going to take that, these three energies stepping forward, and I'm going to clip it out of this live, and I'm going to put it in the course content, and I'm going to send it to each of you so you remember these messages. Yeah, she makes me feel emotional too. My team always guides me in this direction, so I'm like moving in this direction. And I'll have people email me and message me, and they're like, can you talk about this topic when you're channeling? Can you channel this soul that has been murdered? We all know who I'm speaking of. Can you do this? And I don't just channel anyone because I channel what spirit feels is best for the collective. And I won't sync my frequency or sync others' frequency. I try to do my best to move in that direction. Wow, she's love and she's got great strength too. Wow. Okay. The last energy is coming in. Not familiar with it. Wow. Interesting. You're hearing Father, Son. Is there someone called David in the Bible? See, I'm not familiar with the Bible, so you guys will have to help me. Someone named David. He's connected with Jesus. Anybody have the answer to that? Anybody want to Google that? Because that's who's coming in. And okay, thank you. Thank you very much. So David is stepping forward. And see where you feel him. He's not a strong masculine energy. He's a little bit lighter. He's a bit of a, okay, yes. Okay, good. Well, that makes sense. He's like a lighter masculine energy. He's not super, he's lighter. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh, isn't that fascinating, Jewel? I think that's more where we're headed there, Jewel. Okay. Yeah. It feels like he's an apostle. I am. He says he is. Okay, so here's the message from David. He's very polite. He's waiting for his turn while Isis steps aside. Pressure behind eyes and ears. Yeah, me too. A lot of pressure behind my ears and a lot of pressure on the back of my head, which is coming in straight in. Oh, his son was Samuel. Yeah, he feels lighter, doesn't he? That's awesome, Barbara. When energy comes in, it can take out all hearing. That energy, that vibrational frequency becomes the dominant. So, in that stillness, quiet your mind and allow it to come in and form words. And you can jot down a message. You can practice that. Yeah, it's softer and very loving. Okay, here is the message from David, which is a first for me. He says, you know, things were quite difficult on Earth when I incarnated back in those times. Far more difficult than what many of you are experiencing now. I just wish to give you this perception, this insight. I wish to give you a broader perspective, because when he walked this earth plane, and he's walked this earth plane with Jesus, even in other lifetimes when he wasn't Jesus, he learns a great deal from Jesus, and he considers him his truest, closest friend. And so much more than this, he is everything. He is everywhere. He is here to help us, should we wish, should we choose. And David assists him on the other side, helping others. They work in tandem with one another, and David is given tasks that Jesus assigns to him, because it's a team effort, a group effort to help the collective consciousness here, the masses here, all the souls that incarnate here. And this is just one planet that they are pooling and pulling their energy towards in assisting here. There are others. He says it's so expansive that it would be difficult for us to conceive of. But he wants to talk about planet Earth. When he has incarnated here, back in those days, it was far more difficult. There were days where you would go with no water, no bread, no food, weeks, no food. We didn't have dental care. Many of us were nomads, and we roamed the earth trying to bring peace and light and love to many. And when we attempted to bring this to the masses, many were resistant and lost and didn't care for the words in which we spoke. So when you see what is transpiring on the earth plane at this time, please remember these words from myself and Jesus. It's not that bad. It's not that difficult. It's not as hard or as difficult as the many generations before you have endured. There are many things that you have at your disposal now that many before you did not have. Information, insights, connecting with others online and being informed much sooner, safer environments. He's talking about even the countries that we would see as third world countries, they still have more amenities than we had back then. They still have more offered to them than we had back then. And he's chuckling and he says, and we made do with what we had. Our lifespans, our lifetimes, many of us back then were short. He says the physical body went through a lot more than, and endured a lot more than what is unfolding on the earth plane at this time. So please remember these words and these insights from our perspective as you watch the collective consciousness shift and move in a different direction here on earth as you watch the chaos unfold. Go within and create the inner peace you know each of you can tap into at any given time. Thank you, dear ones. Ooh-wee. You know, so many times Jesus has come to me, and if I'm having a problem, he'll say, well, you know, back in the lifetime I had as Jesus, we didn't have that. We didn't have these opportunities. We didn't have pain relief given to us. Like they didn't have what we have nowadays. Like he tries to point it out. I'm like, all right, all right. All right, we've got it good. We got it. I feel a lot of pressure right here. And yeah, it could just be him engaging. He's engaging on my head and it pushes a lot of pressure in. All right. Well, that was fantastic. Fantastic. So much we've learned today. So much. So blessed we are. So blessed. Every little square inch of your life that you are thankful for, give thought to and be thankful for and blessed. I am going to be coming back live at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning, and we are going to be talking about meditation and practicing transcendental meditation. I won't be practicing with any students. I will be leaving you to continue to meditate at the very end, and I will be exiting and letting you continue to meditate on your own. Ashley Cunningham is also going to be coming on live this evening. Please check the events under events folder. And then I will be back to talk about what you need to know before you start channeling on Saturday morning. And then I will be practicing with each of you again on camera at 9 a.m. Yeah, my cheekbones. He's got us in the cheekbones. Fascinating how so many feel that. Isn't that fascinating? All right, make notes where we feel David. Have a great day, you guys. Love you.